Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we're back with a couple of new creature mods for Skyrim. Coincidentally, over the past few weeks, we've seen two brand new popular creature mods on the Nexus. This is one of the more rare mod categories, as you can imagine, so we're always excited when we see one pop up, never mind two. The first we have is Beast of Tamriel. This is a mod that takes some of the more elusive creatures in the Elder Scrolls lore and then adds them to Skyrim. As of right now, the mod adds just over 20 new creatures, with another 20 or so planned for future updates. On the mod page you'll be able to find the full explanations of what the creatures are and how they fit into the world of Tamriel. Most of the time there are direct references to the creatures in books or what NPCs say, but a lot of it is still hazy, so the author has done his best to fill in the gaps. For us it just comes down to how well the creatures fit in. If they look like they belong in Skyrim, then we're happy to have them. Several of the new creatures are modified versions of animals already in the game, like a new ox or a new type of troll. These work well because they borrow the animations and behaviour of similar vanilla creatures and then use that as a base. This also works well for the new set of werebeasts added by the mod. In the Elder Scrolls, Lycanthropy isn't strictly specific to a wolf-man hybrid. Instead it's a disease caught by humans that gives them monstrous animal features. You're probably familiar with werewolves, werebears and maybe even the wereboars of Daggerfall. But rumour and legend also tell us of the werevultures of Valenwood, the werelions of Elsewhere, and even werecrocodiles in the Black Marsh. The mod even adds the ultra-rare form of lycanthropy that's part man, part shark, also known as weresharks. Other creatures include passive snails, a new type of fish, and other rare mythical creatures. A few flying birds have been added that use dragon animations, which works really well for movement but not so much for combat. We'd probably prefer them to just be passive creatures that you'll occasionally see flying around but can never interact with. That's how the mod handles snow whales. These are legendary flying whales that soar above Skyrim's highest mountains, so if you're lucky you might spot one while climbing the 7,000 steps. You can't interact with them, but they still make Skyrim's world feel more alive. So instead of fighting a cockatrice that behaves like a dragon, we'd prefer them to soar in the distance across the border, to remind us that Skyrim is just a single province in a much bigger world. All in all, if you're a fan of reading about creatures from all over Tamriel and wondering what they might look like, then this is a great mod to keep your eye on. In the future, the author plans to add plenty more passive creatures to make Skyrim's world more alive. This includes toads, wasps, owls, and whales for Skyrim's oceans, so be sure to add it to your tracking list if that sounds like something for you. Next up we have the Diverse Dragons Collection version 2.0. The mod adds 23 new types of dragon to the world of Skyrim. These not only come with new models and textures, but they also take advantage of over 25 new breath attacks and abilities. The aim of the mod is to mix up dragon combat so it's not always the same battle over and over again. They're integrated in a way that means it's fully compatible alongside every other dragon mod. And thanks to a fully fleshed out mod menu, you get to pick and choose exactly what dragons you want in your game, and you even get to control when you encounter them. One of the things that we like the most about this mod is that the dragons really fit into the world. The model changes are subtle but effective, and the texture work helps clearly identify each type of dragon. On top of that, the author hasn't gone over the top and added ridiculously powerful abilities. What you know from the vanilla dragons can be applied to the new ones, so you don't have to worry about being instantly knocked out by a huge AoE blast or anything like that. The dragons mostly draw their power from realistic but unused sources. Whether it's from Skyrim's forests or its glaciers, the moon or darkness, poisons or the arcane, the new dragons will certainly keep combat interesting. And again, if at any point you don't like the way a dragon looks or how it attacks, you simply just head into the mod menu to remove it from your game. Overall, the Diverse Dragon Collection on its own gives dragon combat a fresh coat of paint, but thanks to its highly compatible nature, it can also be used as a building block in a bigger overhaul. So if you're interested in any of today's mods, you can find links for them down below. And just before we wrap up, we'd like to thank the Opinion Outpost for sponsoring this episode. The Opinion Outpost is a site that lets you collect rewards such as Amazon gift cards, and all you need to do in return is fill out some surveys on topics you know, like gaming, movies or politics. You have to be over 18 to enter, be ready to give your opinion, and then you're ready to go. To get started today, you just need to click the link in the description below. And as always, be sure to leave endorsements on any mods you enjoy, and thanks for watching.